That would have been awesome.
West Kentucky, Mayfield has worked its way steadily to the northeast over the last 90 minutes or so, has now arrived in our area, and still not liking what we're seeing here at all on the velocity scopes near Bremen. That is likely where the tornado would be at this time, right along the McLean, Muhlenberg County line. Here's Sacramento, here's Highway 81, here's Highway 181, and here's the Bremen community. That tornado likely just north of the Bremen community, right now along the McLean, Muhlenberg County line. And as you head off to the east-northeast, Stroud would be next in line. Island right here on the top end, where that cone has been drawn here within the next few minutes. And it's not going to take very long, Ohio County, before this is upon you. So we're talking Matanzas, we're talking a small house. You've got to be in a tornado-safe space right now.
Yeah, that's right. And again, Island and Stroud, you got like 2 minutes until this will be in your location. This thing moving to the north and east at 55 miles an hour, and it's making its way closer towards the McLean, Muhlenberg, Ohio County location. And this will be making its way into Ohio County probably in the next 10 minutes. So Matanzas, Centertown, get ready. Get in that safe space immediately. Get prepared, and have that weather radio on standby. Also, tuning in if you're listening. But nonetheless, though, all these
value is set to brighter. Control brightness of the TV.
All I wanted to do was just try to
Into darker radio button, not dark radio. Normal. Bright.
That is an indication of a very strong tornado.
Yes.
Darker.
Yeah,
Dark radio button. In picture settings, TV brightness. In TV settings, picture settings, button for a 5.
And that's what we got here, just north of the Bremen community right now, north of Highway 81.
I had to adjust the picture settings.
Right along the McLean, Muhlenberg County line. And okay, there's a new sweep here. This is from debris. That debris ball still very much evident there. That is southwest of the Stroud community, heading toward US 431. That is the sign of a strong tornado. And this thing is likely still on the ground as it moves towards Stroud. Here's US 431. Here's Island, southeast of McLean County. We're looking south of Livermore, between Livermore and Central City here, basically. Stroud, you're next in line. And then here's Ohio County already. That's why the Weather Service issued that warning as early as they did, knowing that A, this was moving very quickly, and B, this had a large confirmed tornado with it, this cell, and it's going to head toward Matanzas as well as Oak Grove Church and also toward the Centertown communities in the next little bit. Right now, Stroud is next in line. The tornado crossing over US 431 should be doing so any minute now. And then it will cross over the Green River. We'll take it into Ohio County near the Matanzas community. And it looks like we're getting updated information there on one of the existing tornado warnings. What do we have, Ethan?
Yeah, that's right. It's still a tornado warning. Observed. The tornado damage threat is considerable, again, for McLean and Muhlenberg counties until 11:30. A confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado near Livermore, or 8 miles north of Central City, moving to the north and east at 55 miles an hour. And the National Weather Service in Louisville has that tornado warning in effect for Ohio County, and actually extended it to Grayson County and also into Breckinridge County as well. So extreme northwestern portions of Grayson County. So they're already preparing with this extremely dangerous tornado making its way beelining to the north and east at 55 to 60 miles per hour. Very, very fast moving, large, long-living tornado.
Yeah, 2 bits of bad news there. 1, the fast-forward movement of this, and 2, the fact that this has been declared large, destructive, and catastrophic by the folks of the National Weather Service. Again, there is where the tornado is, just south of Livermore. Now, in far southeastern McLean County, it is getting ready to cross over into Ohio County as we speak. So here are the ETAs: 1109 for Green River Generating Station, 1112 for Small House, 1127 in Knoll Creek, 1135 for Barnett Creek Church, and then 1140 for Dukehurst. That's out here in central Ohio County. These communities north and northwest of Hartford and Beaver Dam, which will be down in this vicinity here. Here's US 231. Here is I-165. So this tornado will likely cross over two major arteries here, 231 and I-165 within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Folks, you don't need to be heading out on the roads here and traveling north down I-165 out of Hartford or out of Beaver Dam in the next little while. You need to be staying put and in a place of shelter right now. Still seeing that debris ball here. We don't see quite the tight or bright colors that we saw a little while ago, but it's still evident there between Livermore and Central City, right near the McLean-Muhlenberg County line, right near the Stroud community over US 431. So there's still evidence here, and strong evidence of that we've got a tornado on the ground that's getting ready to cross out of southeast McLean County and into Ohio County, threatening areas like Matanzas, like Centertown, like No Creek. And there is how it looks on reflectivity. You've got blinding downpours. This is going to make it extremely difficult for anybody to see this tornado coming. So got to heed the warnings here in Ohio County and also now northwestern Grayson County, given the swift movement of this. It's rain wrapped, and that means it will be virtually impossible to detect now here at night. It is going to cross over US 231, I-165, likely within the next 15, 20 minutes or so. There's the Kirtley community. That's right near the McLean, Ohio County line, right along the Green River. Green River extends southward like that out of Livermore. Weather Service is saying the tornado was near Livermore. Looks to me to be a little bit south of there, but nonetheless, in southeastern McLean County, close to Island, close to Stroud, crossing over now toward Kirtley, and then getting into Ohio County. Ethan, you got some new info?
Yeah, so that tornado warning, they have it all the way up into portions of Breckinridge County.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, if you're looking at the scans, we mentioned with that debris ball, it looked like it was beginning to broaden a little bit. However, it looks like the atmosphere is more favorable for this to strengthen going into Ohio County. So not good news.
Not what we want to hear.
Yeah, nothing we don't want to we don't want to hear this, but I'm letting you know because this is the latest from the National Weather Service. And favorable air in Ohio County, and also getting towards Breckinridge and Grayson County. So that's why those warnings pushed all the way out that far, in addition to the fact that it is moving very fast and is a very large destructive tornado.
Yes, again, take this threat very seriously, folks, in Ohio County, especially if you live north of Hartford and Beaver Dam. There's a new velocity scan coming in. Again, it may not look quite as impressive here, but keep in mind this whole area is getting a little bit farther away from the radar site near Fort Campbell. Okay, there comes some new sweep data, and that does look dangerous there. Now over western Ohio County, area of inbound versus outbound, strong rotation as a new velocity sweep came across. I was hopeful there for 1 minute, but I still don't like what I see now heading towards Centertown, heading right along Highway 85. The area of rotation now in western Ohio County. This is going to head toward Hartford. It is going to head toward Highway 136, the confluence there with US 231. Here's 231, this line right here. Here is I-165 as you go north of Hartford toward Washington Church. Here are the communities, places being impacted. You have No Creek at 1119, Hartford 1123. That's the county seat of Ohio County. Then you have Beaver Dam at 1126. That's just south of Hartford. And then you have Dukehurst. We mentioned earlier, Dukehurst at about 1130 this evening. Keep in mind, rapid movement means it's going to be upon you there, Dukehurst, within the next 17 minutes. You've got that much time to prepare yourself. Get you and your family into a safe place, be it a basement, be it an interior room, a hallway, a closet, as many walls between you and that tornado as you can possibly find. This has been confirmed. This has been a large, destructive tornado. It has tracked through several counties across western Kentucky. Still is likely to be on the ground as it moves out of Muhlenberg County now into western Ohio County, very close to Centertown, and next in line is going to be Hartford. There's Highway 69, which goes right through the city of Hartford. You've got Highway 136 here as you work your way southeast around the Heflin community, and there is the heavily traveled I-165 that runs from Owensboro to Bowling Green. This tornado is going to track right over 231 and over I-165, and it will do so within the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. We still see debris detection here. It's not quite as pronounced as it was a short time ago, but it's still there. It's over western Ohio County right now, and that tells us that this tornado has been on the ground throughout Hopkins County, into Muhlenberg County. Now that debris showing up into western parts of Ohio County as the tornado crosses the Green River, heads towards Centertown. You can still see a lot of lightning, especially for this time of night and this time of year. And that extends out toward the Hartford community right now. But again, our biggest concern is that tornado, and it's going to be a rain-wrapped tornado. Heavy rain here, blinding downpours from Megan, Bell's Run through Heflin, 2-inch rainfall rates per hour. We're not so concerned about flash flood potential tonight, but bottom line is you don't need to be heading out here at all in Ohio County right now. A very dangerous situation. There is the latest velocity scope. Tornado that has worked its way out of Muhlenberg County now, heading toward places like No Creek. There's Highway 136 as you work out of Livermore, travel eastward through No Creek down toward Hartford. Hartford, you're in the tornado warned area. Please be in a safe spot right now. Sunnydale, not too far away. This is going to be upon you quickly, given the rapid movement to the east-northeast. And then you've got Fordsville. You've also got Dundee in the potential path of this tornado. It's going to cross over 231, as we mentioned, and then I-165 within the next 10 to 15 minutes. That's how rapidly this thing is moving. Here's Beaver Dam, bottom of your screen. Beaver Dam, this likely stays just a little bit to your north. We'll keep an eye on it for you. And there is the area that surrounds that tornado right now, filled with a lot of lightning, the most we've seen from any supercell so far tonight. And this has been a long-lived, long-track supercell, the kind that we don't see very often in South Central Kentucky. And we don't see debris balls, the type that we saw just a few moments ago on that debris detection, like we saw that was going through southernmost McLean County, northern Muhlenberg County. That's as pronounced as we've ever seen here in quite some time. So that's very worrisome indeed. We have to assume this tornado is still on the ground as it heads toward the No Creek community right now, as well as US 231, I-165. Again, here is Beaver Dam. You've got Hartford in the scene here. Storm moving to the east-northeast at speeds anywhere from 50 to 60 miles an hour as it heads away now from Muhlenberg County. That's how quickly this thing has been rolling to the east-northeast, and also is moving away from Livermore. So places like Livermore down towards Stroud and even down towards Central City, I think you're off the hook now as far as large tornado threat is concerned. It's now over Ohio County, in which that tornado is likely to be between Small House and No Creek. That's the area of concern right now. We're seeing that brightest red, and this will eventually head out toward Sunnydale along Highway 69, toward Dundee. Fordsville, we mentioned Fordsville, I know, a number of times tonight. These storms have been rolling over some of the same counties, same communities. We've had tornado warnings now. I think this is the fourth one tonight for Ohio County, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're
probably
correct.
Third
yeah.
for the northern half of the county. Unbelievable. But that's the way things have been going so far tonight. The best energy, best dynamics to this point, still off to the north and west of Bowling Green, where the air is more unstable. The air is certainly juiced up. We mentioned during the newscast an hour ago, dew points are running in the mid-60s tonight. That's almost unheard of for December around here. You get that combined with the fact that you got a low-level jet about 5,000 feet off the ground, screaming right along with winds of 70-plus miles an hour, and you've got the makings of a severe weather outbreak. And indeed, that's what we've got tonight. Again, this storm over Ohio County has had a history of producing a large, destructive tornado. Had the tag catastrophic with it by the National Weather Service in Paducah a short time ago. Ethan, what's the latest?
All right, to let you catch your breath for a moment, looking behind where this tornado moved through, there are some power outages. Excuse me. The first one in Hopkins County. Over 1,500 people are without power in Hopkins County, so that's a good indication that there has been some strong damaging winds that have knocked down power lines. Looking over in Muhlenberg County, currently over 2,200 people are without power for tonight over in Muhlenberg County. Looking into Ohio County, it looks like the K Energy Corporation, people who have that as a provider, 1,400 people without power in Ohio County, and that happened all at once. So either a strong wave knocked a major transformer, or perhaps this large tornado knocked that out. And this scan, not as well defined as previous scans, but still a lot of bright red and dark red, very good indicators of this rotation, very strong rotation. In fact, you notice a little white dot. That is where data is missing. That's how strong some of these wind.
Suggestions, row, were recommended for you, row, weather forecasting, row.
Heading this direction, and it is moving very, very fast as well, moving to the north and east at 60 miles per hour. Taking a look at the latest when it comes to the debris signature. It's still very present over in Centertown. In fact, you see it's very well defined to the north of Centertown. And I'm going to take a look now and see if we got any other reports at this point from the National Weather Service. And yeah, Ohio County, over 1,500 power outages happened very suddenly. And the latest from the National Weather Service in Louisville, considerable tornado damage threat for, again, Ohio County, Breckinridge County, Grayson County, and then just to our north in Hancock County, outside the WBKO viewing area. A confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado moving to the north and east at 60 miles per hour. So you see that flash there. I'm going to take it back to velocity. You can see the rotation of this storm, and you see that flash there. Northern portions of Grayson County, so where Heights Falls is. I'm going to name off a few locations surrounding where this flashing is. McCoy, Van Zandt, Glendine, Tar Fork, Kirk, Westview, Cave Spring. All of you need to take cover now, because this has been a long-living, extremely dangerous tornado, which is now over No Creek, heading towards Sunnydale, heading towards Taffy and Jingo. They actually just updated this tornado warning. I'm going to go ahead and read that off for you. It is observed. It is considerable tornado damage moving over Hartford, moving to the east at 60 miles per hour. So as Shane mentioned earlier, it's beginning to make more of an eastward track. So that is one thing to be of concern with this warning. But still, nonetheless, though, moving a very, very fast rate at 60 miles per hour. And taking a look again at that debris ball, again over No Creek, actually to the south of No Creek, it looks like, according to our radar here, Maxstorm HD. But again, very dangerous situation. If you're in this warning, whether it's in Ohio, Grayson, Breckinridge counties, go to your safe space. There's no reason to be outside in this case. Go to that lowest level of your building, whether it's a basement. If you're on a building that does not have a basement, a bathroom, a great idea. Also, the stairwell, a closet, or the center of your home. The biggest thing is you want to be away from those windows. You also want to cover your head, because, again, this is a large, extremely dangerous tornado that has the history of producing catastrophic damage, and has been a long-living tornado that started well off to our south and west towards the Kentucky, Arkansas, and Illinois state line. That's how far it's been. It's been making its way, pounding its way through Kentucky over the last few hours at this point, Shane.
Yeah, large confirmed tornado out of this one. Cannot emphasize enough the importance of being in that tornado safe space. As Ethan just mentioned, if you live anywhere here in the path of it, in Ohio County, in places like Sunnydale, places like Oleton, and also Shreve up in the far northeastern corner of Ohio County, this is eventually going to affect the northwestern corner of Grayson County. Here's Highway 878. And also the Falls of Rough area, and getting up here into Breckinridge County, there's Van Zandt, there's Forestville, all these areas in the tornado warned sector right now, in that polygon. And there is the area of concern. It's right over US 231. Latest report for the National Weather Service. Tornado confirmed on the ground near Hartford, likely just north of there. That's going to cross over I-165. Here's 165. And I suspect with the next velocity scan that should arrive here in the next couple of minutes, it will likely be over, if not a little bit to the east of I-165. So if you live in Dukehurst, you've got to be in a place of safety right now. There's that debris ball, still very evident. It has not gone away, folks. It is right over I-165 right now, just a little bit to the east of there, where the strongest detection is located now, east of the No Creek community and also east of US 231. So we've got to assume that this tornado is on the ground, very close to, not right over, I-165 at the moment, just to the north of Hartford. If you live in Hartford, you still need to be in a place of safety, as this is very dangerously close to you, especially on the north side of the city as you travel up 231 and up I-165. And then out here toward I-69, you see where that debris ball is headed. It's headed that way, so that's a sure sign that the tornado itself is right behind it and heading in your direction there, and will likely arrive in, if not very close to, the Dukehurst community within the next few minutes. Remember, this is moving rapidly to the east, northeast, and if anything, trying to turn a little bit more to the right, like we talked about a little while ago, as some strong tornadoes do. They do what we call more of a right-hand turn with time, which is also something we don't like to see. It's a sure sign of a long-track supercell with a long-lived tornado. And that's what we have right now. We're Central Ohio County. It's approaching Highway 69. Here is Jingo. Here is Sunnydale. There is that area of debris being lofted from the ground by that tornado now, likely just a little bit north of the city of Hartford. Ethan, you have a report?
Not a report here right now, but I just want to mention this just to let you know how extremely dangerous this tornado has been. As I mentioned earlier, it moved through Mayfield, Kentucky, which is to the west of the WBKO viewing area. Just a report that came in from Mayfield, the courthouse was destroyed.
Oh my goodness.
So this is why we're taking such extreme precautions with this. Not to mention, this is a confirmed large tornado. And chatting with the National Weather Service in Louisville, it looks like there are no signs of weakening anytime soon as this makes its way to the north and east. So again, if you are in northwestern Grayson County and southern Breckenridge County, you want to be an extremely dangerous tornado. I'm gonna look really quick to see if there are any other reports at this point.
Row, we're recommended for you. Row, weather forecasting. Row.
New velocity data in. There is that debris ball, still very evident. It's now northeast of Hartford, and that would be right over Highway 69. This is 69 here running northeast of Hartford. So the tornado would likely be right after where that debris ball is. So now northeast of Hartford is where that tornado is likely to be located, by no more than just 2 or 3 miles between Hartford and Sunnydale at this point. And there it is on velocity. Here is our area of concern right now. Notice that white little pixelation there. Also not a good sign there between Sunnydale and Hartford. That's a sign of strong rotation. This area heading towards Sulphur Springs. Here's the Narrows community. It's going to be in Sulphur Springs, that tornado, which has been observed, which has been confirmed. At 11:28, within the next minute or two, that's how quickly this is moving. The Narrows at 11:34. Olayton at 11:39, Shreve at 11:46, and then Van Zant at 11:52. And that's getting out here into the northwestern corner of Grayson County. Here's Grayson County on the far right-hand side of your screen. Here's Breckenridge County on the upper right of your screen. It's going to be into the Falls of Rough area and likely heading toward Rough River Dam. If you live around Rough River Dam and you've not already sought shelter, please, we urge you to do so. This is a dangerous situation, a long track tornado here with a history of producing major damage, heading now through Ohio County. There is the debris ball associated with that now between Hartford and Sunnydale. Just a little bit south of Sunnydale. A sign that we've had a tornado on the ground with this one. We still do. And now heading between Sunnydale and Jingo, and this will head toward the Narrows community. There's still a lot of lightning associated with this storm across central and northern parts of Ohio County, illuminating the skies here, maybe illuminating the base of that storm cloud where a trained storm spotter could see it. But I beg of you, do not go out and chase this thing, folks. This is way too dangerous. Rain is wrapping this tornado right now. You're not going to be able to see it anyway. So stay put. Stay in your tornado safe space. If you live in northern Ohio County, in Sunnydale, Dundee, you're still the tornado warning. Fordsville, you're still the tornado warning. Then out here into northwestern Grayson County, northwestern sliver of the county out toward Highway 79 in the tornado warned area. And it looks like we're getting some new information here with this tornado warning in Ohio County, Ethan.
Yeah, that's right. Weather Service in Louisville, continue the tornado warning. It's observed. Considerable damage threat likely. Large, extremely dangerous tornado located 8 miles northeast of Hartford, moving to the north and east at 60 miles per hour. So pretty much the same messaging we've been saying for the last 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, so there's a new velocity scan for you. So that tornado very close to, if not right over, the community of Sunnydale right now. There's a lot of lightning situated around that rotation center. Now, you don't see as much green against the red as you did earlier, but remember, this is farther away from the radar site, which is coming at us from out of Fort Campbell. We know, and we know from the National Weather Service too, that strong rotation is still there debris ball. It's still there.
It's actually getting worse,
looks a little
too.
bit more impressive than it did a short time ago, and it's just south of Sunnydale in central Ohio County right now. That's where the tornado would be. And then looking farther downstream, Shreve, you are likely next in line for this. And then we talked about Rockdale, Falls of Rough up here. As you head toward Rough River Lake, here is Rough River Lake now showing up on the right-hand side of your screen. So this tornado could come very close to the Rough River Dam, if not go right over it within the next half hour or so. The official movement has it east-northeast. Again, sometimes we see these work their way a little bit more due east, especially these strong tornadoes like the one we have here in Ohio County. It's very close to, not right over Sunnydale right now. Also Highway 69, Dundee, please be in your basement or the lowest level of your home right now. That's between Sunnydale and Fordsville. Also, if you live in Narrows, please be in your home's lowest level right now. Dangerous situation here with an observed tornado, and that, as mentioned, we'll be tracking into far northwestern Grayson County. Here's Hickory Corner coming into view. Here's Highway 736. And then here's Van Zandt, that community over in the southwestern corner of Breckenridge County. I saw another polygon flash there. Ethan, is that a new update from the Weather Service?
Basically, the same thing we've been echoing is that it's a confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado. It's a particularly dangerous situation, by the way. This is a very large tornado moving to the north and east at 60 miles per hour, heading towards Grayson and Breckenridge counties. And you can see that flash there, including Hickory Corner, also Shreve, Van Zandt, Axtell, McCoy, Kirk. These locations, you need to be in your safe space now. There's no excuse at this point. You need to be in that lowest level of your building, whether it's the basement, whether it's a bathroom,
I really heard it. I don't know how to spread it.
A stairwell, a closet, anything you can do that's away from windows. That's the best thing you can do at this point with this confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado making its way to the north and east. And as Shane has mentioned, this is rain wrapped and very hard to see. So do not even try to detection. Notice that bright
Suggestions, row, more recommended for you, row, weather forecasting, row.
Moving up to the north and east very, very fast. And again, it's rain wrapped. Taking a look now at reflectivity. This is radar of what we show every day. A lot of heavy rain associated with this storm. A lot of lightning too. So it's probably a lot of thunder with that too. So hopefully you're able to be as calm and collective as possible with all of this situation going on. And that's the best thing you can do in these situations, Shane, is being calm and being collective with all this going on. Right. We're telling you this with urgency because we've seen the photos and the reports coming out of this, so it's very concerning with us. But as long as you're in your safe space and as long as you're away from windows, that is the best thing you can do. And just know that doing that with being a calm demeanor, that is the best thing you can do right now.
Exactly. We've been stressing throughout the day the importance of having a plan of action, knowing exactly where you're going to go and what you're going to do in the event of a tornado warning, much less an observed tornado like what we've got right now in Ohio County, whether that's a basement or home's lowest level. Ethan, you got an update?
Yes. In addition to the fact this is bringing in strong winds, the damaging tornado, we're also dealing with a lot of power outages. I'm going to go ahead and name off a few counties that have been impacted by this particular tornado. Over in Hopkins County, currently almost 6,500 customers without power. In McLean County, almost over 1,300 customers are without power. Muhlenberg County, over 2,200 people without power. Ohio County, over 3,500 customers are without power. So this is telling us that this tornado breaking power lines, creating those loss of power. So that's why we told you earlier today to have those phones charged and have the batteries in that NOAA weather radio, because this is what we were afraid of, and it is indeed happening at this moment. But again, this is a confirmed large, dangerous tornado moving off to the north and east very, very fast at 60 miles per hour. Take a look at the latest when it comes to that debris ball we've been tracking all evening, and radar's having a hard time loading and refreshing. I'm going to go ahead and take a look now and see if we can get Louisville's radar to cooperate with us. Okay, no, it just updated. Good. It has just updated, and that debris ball still very prominent, very eerie, and it's towards the Narrows and Oleton locations in northeastern Ohio County, making its way towards the Tri-County area of Grayson, southern Breckenridge, and northeastern Ohio County going towards Shreve. If you're in Shreve right now, you want to take immediate cover right now. And also, too, we are dealing with the very, very strong rotation. And I'll take a look now at velocity and see any updates with that. And again, this is a large, dangerous tornado making its way to the north and east. Notice the bright reds and dark reds towards Fordsville. Narrows right now getting hammered by this very strong, dangerous tornado making its way to the north and east towards Van Zant. Hickory Corner, Shreve, moving to the north and east, again towards northwestern Grayson County and to southern Breckenridge County. Again, this is a very, very fast-moving tornado, a very large tornado as well. And I'm looking for any updates with regards to reports. I'm not seeing anything yet other than what we've been telling you so far. This is a confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado. Haven't seen any photos yet from anything in Ohio County, but at this point, we do not care about that. The biggest thing is making sure that you are safe in that safe space, waiting until this tornado passes, and hopefully we are not seeing any injury reports, but we do not have any confirmation of anything in that regard right now. Right now, though, we are tracking this rotation, again, moving into the Tri-County area of Ohio, Grayson, and Breckenridge counties. Shane?
You're right, Ethan. In a lot of cases, especially with these overnight events, we don't know the extent of the damage until sunup the next day, and that could be the case out of what we're dealing with tonight. Having said that, this has been tracking over several counties, so I would not be surprised if we start to see some photographic evidence of damage that has occurred from this supercell thunderstorm, as it is traversed now several counties across western Kentucky over the last couple of hours, originating from down in Graves County. Report of the courthouse in Mayfield actually destroyed tonight by this tornado, a long-tracked one, as it has now arrived in northeastern Ohio County between Narrows and Fordsville. The area of concern right now, beginning to move away from Highway 69. Here is Breckenridge County. Here's the Van Zant community. Here's Hickory Corner. That's in the northwestern side of Grayson County. Here's the Short Creek community. Litchfield, this is going to stay to your northwest. You're not in the Warren Polygon area in Litchfield. This is away from you. But Rough River Lake, you are in the warned area. And you can see that this tornado is going to get ready to move out of Ohio County and head toward Falls Rough very shortly. Ethan, you got an update?
Yes, we have another tornado warning. This one's not quite as large as this one, but nonetheless, though, we are going to cover it because it is in the WBKO viewing area. This is in northern portions of McLean County. So if you're in northern portions just to the north of Calhoun, you see that rotation there. That is radar-indicated tornado warning. This is going to be for northern McLean County, extreme northern McLean County. Just want to bring this up really quick for folks who might be up in that location.
Okay, we don't really have much viewership up there north and northwest of Calhoun. But nonetheless, again, for those of you up in McLean County, the area northwest of Calhoun, that's a tornado warning. That would include the Beech Grove and Elby area of McLean County. I'm going to focus back once again on northeast Ohio County. Still seeing a debris ball there. This is now east of Narrows, south of Fordsville. Still under a tornado warning right now. Still have to assume that there's a tornado, and perhaps a large one, on the ground heading toward Highway 54. The Shreve community is on the northeastern corner of Ohio County. That's right there. And then we've got Hickory Corner. Here is Rough River Lake now coming more into view. So this tornado could pass right over Rough River Lake if it holds together in the next half hour or so. Here's Indian Valley on the south side of the shores of Rough River Lake. Here's Short Creek. The tornado warned area basically runs from Indian Valley and heads on down toward Highway 54. The area of concern right here now basically between Fordsville and Shreve, that tornado, and it has been large, it has been observed, destructive, and now heading into the southwestmost section of Breckenridge County, which is up here, top of your screen. There's the Van Zant community. Here's Highway 110. If you live anywhere along Highway 110, please be in the home's lowest level right now. Same goes if you live around Hickory Corner and in the Shreve community. This is going to be bearing down on Shreve basically any moment now, and I think with the next velocity sweep that comes across, this will likely be crossing out of Ohio County and into the southwestern corner of Breckenridge County, near Van Zant, between there and also Hickory Corner. Now as we adjust the view, there's Rockvale coming into view. You got Highway 261 that goes out of Breckenridge County, Hancock County, corner of it there, and then down toward the Fordsville area. You live along that highway, need to be in a safe spot right now. Here's Grayson County by your screen. Here's Rough River Lake. This tornado could potentially move right over Rough River Dam and right over Rough River Lake, given its trajectory over the next half hour or so. There's still a lot of lightning clustered in this vicinity. In the area of Kirk, Hardensburg would be at the top of the screen. That's up there in the central part of Breckenridge County. This is all happening to the north of Litchfield. Litchfield, this is not for you, this tornado warning in Grayson County. It's the northwestern part of the county along Highway 79, Highway 54, this area right here now. And there we go, new sweep coming across. So that's taking the tornado out of northeastmost Ohio County and into southwesternmost Breckenridge County. Again, here's Rockvale, here's Shreve. Tornado very close to Shreve right now. This is the Ohio Breckenridge County line right here, north of Highway 54, and we still have a debris signature right over the Shreve community and now right over the Breckenridge, Ohio County line. This thing has been long-lived, folks. This is the first time in a long time that I've seen such a long-lived debris signature showing up on our radar scopes here in South Central Kentucky, which of course is not what we want to see. And this is now rolling into southwestern Breckenridge County. Significant damage likely out of this tornado, which has been working its way through our northwestern counties, through Hopkins,